Yep, thank you. I want to thank the legal and voters, everyone who's in attendance, those who are watching at home. My name is Brook Padgett. I'm running for re-election for the Board of Selectmen. I've said many times the people who represent you on the Board of Selectmen or the school committee or the planning board had as much, if not greater, impact as the people who you send to Boston or to Washington. I believe it's an honor and a privilege to be on the Board of Selectmen. I grew up here. My family, most of them still live here. I have two brothers who live here with their families. My niece just moved into town. My mother still lives in town. We all graduated from Grafton High School. My daughter currently goes there. I'm committed to this town, and I'm passionate about the community. I remember when I was younger running the microphones up and down at the town meeting, attending middle school in this building. I watched the Fisherville Mill burn. It was on a Tuesday. I remember many years of chicken barbecues, Memorial Day marches, Little League parades, town meetings. I want to continue to be on the Board of Selectmen because when I grew up, I was instilled from my parents to give back to your community. My mother was on the Housing Authority, my father was on the Finance Committee. I joined the Finance Committee in 1996. Like many of you, I try to make a difference in town. And the things that I think I do are always in the best interest of the entire community. Each of the years on the board, I've tried to take on or accomplish something meaningful. In the next 3 years, I hope to do the same. Potentially, what I would like to do is continue with the capital plan that we've been developing so that the future we lessen the tax impact, rolling off, not taking on new projects until we roll off old projects to keep the tax rate down. I also want to see if we can institute design standards for the 122-140 corridor to kind of increase that commercial parcel, as well as increase the infrastructure on North Main Street, which I think has been overlooked. In the down economy that we have now, our town remains very strong. Our bond rating is AA and stable. The tax rate is below the average of the 15 surrounding towns. On average, they're at 15.15, we're at 14.13. And recently we had the best audit that we've ever had in 15 years. Even so, for a lot of people, it's a shock when we've opened up our tax bill. But the reason for that mostly is because we have a nice new school next to us. Still, it's made a lot of us uneasy. I think the Board of Selectmen understands that. And even though town meeting ultimately decides what buildings we will put up in town, for the first time, we've initiated a summit that they've talked about where we brought boards together to try to set out a future plan so we can, as I said, pay off our past debts before we take on new debts and that we can initiate these proposals with the least amount of tax impact. I've been on the board for 12 years, and in 12 years we've accomplished a lot. We were the first town to buy property and flip the frontage, so it was no cost to the town. We were one of the first towns to enact the CPC. We were one of the first towns to use TIFs in order to fill Centec Park. And currently we're trying to use an energy proposal so that we can fix up a town building at no cost to the taxpayers. We've had a great deal of change in the board in the last few years. We've had three new members in the last 2 years. I'm asking for your support to get re-elected. I think I have the experience and the knowledge to stay on, and I think for your vote on May 15th. Thank you.
Thank you.